feel negative thoughts coming towards you, those are all signs of a negative entity is around you, attacking you. You know what I'm saying? Through these thoughts. Imagine somebody next to you doing this. Talking in your ear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So when you get it's like, I think people, because they showed you in movies about spiritual realm, you thinking like a ghost is an apparition is going to appear out of the wall and start talking to me. That's not how the spiritual realm works. Like, it talks to you through people. The spiritual realm talks to you through places and events and situations. This is how it works. This is how it works. And when it talks to you, it shows you things. It shows you people. It shows you situations. And that's how it talks to you. That's how it communicates with you. Do you feel me? And they come as thoughts, though. Same thing with negative spirits. It's going to be coming as thoughts. It's going to be coming as negative thoughts. You're going to know. Positive thoughts, positive spirits are around you. Negative thoughts, negative spirits are around you. That's just simply what it is. And then now you got to try to fight that. And it's not easy to fight that because they can gather around you like that and be whispering in your ear and be playing on your energy field. And you'll feel all that as depression, or you'll feel all that as sadness, or now you're more angry than normal. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that you might have said you was going to stop smoking last Friday, but now you can't stop smoking because you got these spirits around you. You might have just promised yourself, I'm going to stop drinking next Monday. Next Monday come and go, and your ass still drinking. Hey, I'm going to leave the strip club next month. Next month come, you don't ever leave the strip club. You still in the strip club 3 months after that. It be the spirits, you know what I'm saying? This is how you know when you got a good spirit or a bad spirit trying to communicate with you. It's going to speak through your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it so cold-blooded. Because once you can realize that you know what the fuck is really going on, a negative thought come to you that you know ain't really you be like, damn, this ain't me. But yet I'm entertaining this thought. So if this not how I feel, then where the fuck is this thought coming from?
Right.
A fuck around me that I don't see with my eyes pouring thoughts into me. I gotta fight that now. I gotta understand what that is. So that's how you know when you got good spirits around your aura field and bad spirits. Pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to mostly how you feel too. How do you feel? Like, how do you feel? When you feeling good vibrations, good energy around you, good spirits, you start kind of feeling bad things, like you got bad spirits around you, bad energy. It's really simple as that. You know what I'm saying? And once you can catch that, you can catch what it be. You be like, oh, okay. I see the spiritual world is a lot realer than I thought. Now that I know what to look for, you know what I'm saying? Now that I know what to look for, okay, I'm expecting when you say spirit world that a ghost finna pop out in the middle of the room and walk and say something to me. That's not. Now, can you see apparitions? Yeah, you can see an apparition. Can a spirit come and show you an apparition? Yes, it can. But if a spirit is really genuinely making communication with you, it's going to be through your thoughts.
Okay.
You know
that makes a lot of sense to me. A lot.
Yeah, it's going to be through your thoughts. Because now, when you said you seen that face, it could have been maybe like something in your subconscious that you're dealing with, and it came to you as that. You know what I'm saying? That don't necessarily mean that was a bad thing, neither when you say, hey, I saw a face. But I would say to you, did you feel like you were in harm? Was there any malevolent? Did you feel like any malicious intent from the face?
No. I did feel a little fear because I didn't know what it was.
Did it look like you and I?
Yes.
Or was it like a different being? It looked like you and I?
It looked like us.
Just a person that you didn't recognize.
Yes.
So that probably was one of your ancestors.
Okay. And around that time, I was doing a lot of spiritual baths. I was doing a lot of shadow work. And I was like really letting go of just a lot of negativity. People, I was breaking ties and stuff like that too. So.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. That's what that was. Definitely. Yeah, y'all keep sending them questions through. That's what that was.
And I remember you had that, you did that mirror lecture, and I was meditating in front of a mirror, but I didn't know nothing about, the scientific, stuff about the mirror around that time. I was just doing it because I heard that you could see your past lives through your mirror, if you meditate in front of a mirror. So that's why I was just like doing it to see what I get back. So yeah.
Right, exactly. Okay, so we got another question coming in from Austin Nambi. How can the moon give goddesses periods if it's a holographic image? That's a great question if you didn't understand it. That's a great question. So basically the way it works is like this. So it's a holographic image. That means that you have a group of beings, scientists, sitting on the moon, the dark side of the moon, and they are feeding images. They are feeding energy through this image that is projected to you as the moon. So the side that you're standing on, you look up, you see a moon. But the side they're on, they're sending out anti-photon energy. Okay, so the anti-photon energy, because we're going to say this one last time, the anti-photon energy that's being emitted from the imagery. So although you only see the image of a moon, behind that, they're still emitting. So I mean, they're pushing out a frequency of energy to the planet. You get what I'm saying? So they're pushing the energy out through it because it's a holographic image. So basically what that means is literally there's something else behind the moon. What you perceive to be the moon is actually a base. Okay? It's actually a base. And this base is floating in our sky. Not
like
that
a
far
satellite
from us.
type shit.
Yeah, it's a base. Like the moon is not as far from us as you think. It's right. You can see the moon. Exactly. You can see the moon. It's not like far off into space somewhere. Just like the sun isn't far off into space somewhere. All right. So on this planet, it has its own sun. Each planet has suns. That's what they don't tell you. You got all type of planets that got their own suns. All right. Same thing with moon. Okay. So the image that you see, all right, that's a holographic image. So it's literally cloaking what's really right there. It's actually a base right there. But you see it as a circular image because they have a holograph in front of the base. So now all you're looking at is the moon, or the image of the moon. But the whole time, that's a base that's firing signals through that image at the planet, down directly on us, which is why it started affecting the oceans, waves, the current rises. People start acting different because it's a frequency. You know what I'm saying? Just like you could take a dog whistle and you can blow the fucking whistle. You can't see that frequency at all, nor can you hear it. But if I blow that whistle, the dog gonna start going crazy because it's a frequency being emitted. That's what it means when a frequency is emitted. Same thing with the moon. They're emitting a frequency. So that frequency, once it hits the avatar of our goddesses, it causes them to go through pain and start bleeding. Their avatar go through all these side effects. The bleeding and cramping is the side effect of the negative energy being emitted from the moon. Thank you. Yeah. Please get it, because I'm not going to repeat it again. You're going to have to go watch the lecture for that. Because I know I answered that question the first time.
Yeah. Somebody said the moon like the tip of a barrel.
Hold on. What the hold on. Man, listen, man. We need a holder for question winner.
Somebody said talk about the real moon.
Who's having any offspring? Hold on, there's some good questions in here. Okay, so look, let me pull this one up. I like the questions y'all sending too. Some good questions. I like these questions. Okay, so look, this question comes in from No Limit ACO. How do you find your soul contract? That's a great question. I like that question because there's individuals that need to know that. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna sound simple when I tell you this. Trust me, it's a lot simpler than motherfuckers make it. If you want to know how to find your soul contract, I would simply just ask you to ask yourself, what do you love? Mm-hmm. What do you love to do? And I guarantee you, what you love to do make you happy. Yeah. So, whatever you love to do, you love it for a reason. You don't just love it because you love it. Right. 9 times out of 10, you love it because this is what you came here to do. And this is how you know, because you're gonna love it first. When you're trying to find your soul contract, you're gonna know. You're gonna love it first. You're gonna love it. It's gonna feel so good because you love it. And then because you love it, it makes you happy. And because it makes you happy, you're gonna love doing it more. So the more you do it, the better you're gonna get at it because you love doing it.
Right.
It fulfills you. So my question would be to ask yourself, say, self, what fulfills me? Remove the way the world gonna feel about it. Remove all of that. Because if you put that in there, you ain't gonna answer. Your soul can't answer that question. Remove all of that and say, self,
right.
What genuinely makes me happy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck if it's eating Doritos on a Sunday. That's what makes you happy. You feel me, God? That's what makes you happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What genuinely makes you happy? What is it that you love to do that comes to you natural? You just naturally love it. You're naturally good at it. It naturally make you happy. That's your soul contract. And everybody know what that is. It's just to be like, it just be the pressure. Dang, I know what I love. I know what makes me happy. I know what I'm naturally good at, but I don't want to do it because I feel like my mama gonna trip, or my daddy gonna trip, or my sister gonna trip, or people in my neighborhood gonna say something, or I might lose my job, or I'm scared to walk away from the job and just go off and do what I'm here to do. It be all them excuses. So when it comes to finding your soul contract, if you genuinely want to know, you can sit with yourself. You ain't even got to go into a meditative state. You can sit your ass down on the couch and turn the motherfucking TV on. You can say, hey, self, what do I love to do? Just think for a second. It ain't going to take you long. You know what you love to do, and you good at it naturally. Anybody got to teach you that. You know you great at certain things naturally. That's what you was put here to do. It's literally that simple. But then when you try to go out and do shit that don't come to you naturally, and you wasn't put here to do, guess what? You have to learn that. You have to be trained in that because it ain't what you was naturally put here to do. Things that you was put here to do, you don't have to be trained in. You born with that shit. You come here with it already because it's what you was put here to do. It's your soul contract. But the shit that you wasn't put here to do, they got to train you on these jobs. They got to train you to do shit. They got to teach you this shit because it's not what you're here to do.
Right.
So that would be the answer how to find your soul contract. Do what come natural. And don't worry about the world. Don't worry about what the world gonna think. Don't worry about what everybody else gonna say. Do what come natural, what makes you happy. That's how you find your soul contract. You feel me?
Let me ask you this. What if somebody that's working in the Matrix, but they love what they do in the Matrix?
You said what?
What if somebody working in the Matrix, but they love what they do in the Matrix? Should they still try to get out the Matrix, even though they love what they do in the Matrix?
No. You know why I say no? Because what they love to do is going to automatically take them out the Matrix. They don't have to try to get out. If what you love, listen, if you love something, let me go deeper. If you love it and you're great at it, it's what you was put here to do. So if you was put here to do that, it would be even considered a part of the Matrix. All right? Because the Matrix, this is the Matrix. Doing shit that you don't love to do. Going to work in places you don't want to work. If you genuinely love what you do wouldn't be considered a part of the Matrix. Other things would be considered a part of the Matrix because you're genuinely happy with what you do. So that's what you was put here to do. Genuinely, you got people, right, that they drive cabs. That's what they was put here to do. They was put here to drive that fucking cab all day, every day, and pick people up. That's what the fuck they was put here to do. And guess what? And they cab drivers, if they was born to be a real cab driver, if you ever got in a car with a real cab driver, or you ever took a Lyft, you got people or Uber, you got people that you get in an Uber with that make you feel so motherfucking good. You don't out the car.
Yeah.
You talking around like that. That Uber driver was cool. That's how you know that they was put here to do that shit. Then you got people, because that conversation with you might have made you feel better. You got people that spiritual like myself with a lot of information and they driving Uber just so that they can catch people that ride Ubers and put them on this spiritual information. Like, you got people that they might not even be super spiritual, but they a Uber driver and they real cool. And when you get in a ride with them, now they made you feel so good that helped you get through the rest of your day. But then you go get the Uber driver with somebody else and they don't make you feel that way because that's not what the fuck they here to do. They just doing that shit to make money, to make some quick money. Meanwhile, this
Right.
person is here to be an Uber driver. You gonna know he here to drive because he gonna have that energy on him. He know how to talk
Right.
to you. She know how to talk to you. She know how to make you feel
Mhm.
comfortable in the car. She know how to, without even trying. They ain't gotta try to force a conversation. You just flow with it. Now, they might not even know that they was put here to be a driver. They would think to themselves, well, I'm just driving the Uber. That means nothing. They don't even know this impact that they having on people when they picking them up with that good energy and giving them a
Right.
good conversation. They don't even
Right.
know the impact they having.
Somebody
This is
tell
what I mean when I say, man, we all was put here to do different things. This is why you gotta acknowledge and embrace what you was put here to do. And your job is no lesser than somebody else's. Because at the end, it all comes back full circle.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You needed that
'Cause I
Uber
work.
driver to give you
Mhm.
good energy because guess what? When you got out the car, where did you go? You went to work and you work at the bank. And when you got your
Right.
job at the bank, because you on good energy, when another customer came in and they was having a bad time, you donated them good energy because you was in a good mood. Now guess
Right.
what? That customer leaves your bank in a good mood, and they was on their lunch break and they go back to their job and they work construction. And when they get to their job, their boss might be in a shitty mood. But because you gave them good energy at the bank on their lunch break, now when they get to their boss, they're able to pass that good energy to him. Now he feels better. Now he gets out work. He go home. He rubbing his wife feet and everything. She like, damn, I ain't never got my feet rubbed before. What got you today at work? Oh, I had a
Right.
good day. Now she got her feet rubbed. Now she goes back to work Monday. She's a school teacher. So she goes back to work Monday with a different energy to get her. It's the cycle of energy.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? All
Because I
based
love my
around
job. I work
what
in
you
the
put here
dental
to do.
field. I love my job in the dental field. But since I was little, I always wanted kids. Like I have a love for kids. That's why I'm opening the daycare because my love for kids outweigh the love that I have for dentistry. So, and it's always been that case. I just woke up one day and like, hey, I want to join dentistry. But my love for kids, like I said, since I was like 15, I wanted a baby. And then like ever since then, I've always babysat since I was like 12. I've always been the babysitter. Even now, I don't go out. My sister want to go out, bring me the babies. I'm telling anybody, bring me the babies. I'll watch the babies. So that's I was put here to take care of kids,
Right.
take care of babies.
Right. Now let me ask you something. So basically, you say you basically love dealing with kids more than you love dentistry, basically.
But I love dentistry as well.
I mean, you still
But I
love
love
dentistry.
kids more.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
So which one you love more, dentistry or the kids?
The kids.
So the kids would be what you was put here to do. Now, dentistry would be something that you picked up along the way while you
Right.
put here to do that. Because remember, we are multidimensional beings, so we can also multitask. We can also have multiple ways we affect the planet. For example, most of us have multiple gifts anyway. Because we created everything, you don't have just one gift anyway. You get what I'm saying? You don't just have a gift. We have multiple gifts. So, but because you really, 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 really love kids, that would be your soul's calling.
Okay.
Because that's what you know what I'm saying? That's what you naturally just, and then you got things that you're going to learn while you down here that you might love, you might start having a love for. But that your first love is what you was put here to do. You get what I'm saying? Your first love is what you put here to do. So I'm saying that to say, like, if I was you, I would follow that. I would start a school. Or if I'm doing dentistry, guess what? I would start my own. I would get my own office down the road.
That's the plan.
Get my
I want
own
to be the boss.
And guess what? I would find a way. I would find a way to help my people out, dentistry orally, without having to inject them with any chemicals that's hurting them down the road. Right. Novocaine and all that. We're not supposed to be.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that would be, and you can do that if that's what you put her to do. Then you can do that. That's your battle to figure out to help the world in that way. So now we got real organic dentists where we not using all the fuckery. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you can still turn around and start your own school and have it helping the kid. You get what I'm saying? You can have you can have a dentist and have a daycare in the same building.
Right.
It's never been done before, but that's why you gonna do it.
Yep, that's the plan, to open a multi-purpose building. Yep.
That's why you gonna do it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it ain't never been done before. Yes, I know it ain't. That's why I'm gonna do it. It's done now. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta look at that. Like, no, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta fulfill your soul contract. You know what I'm saying? If your
Right.
soul is moving you to help the kids, you gotta help the kids.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? If your soul is moving you to, oh, let me be a dentist. Okay, that means while you in somebody's mouth, you can still be enlightening them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And I do. At work, I'm telling you, and I work in Chicago on 93rd and Stony. But
you in the city too?
yeah, I work in Chicago.
Okay.
I live in Indiana. But yeah.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, and I work
I
on
went to
93rd and
University of
Stony.
Chicago.
No, it's Stony Island Dental. It's right off of Stony, 93rd
You
and
in the
Stony.
hood, Stony
Yeah,
Island, Dental.
so
You on
every
the
day I
block.
see guys. Yes, I see guys say every day. Every day they come in. I'm
You in
like,
the
peace,
hood.
God, peace, guys, and they look at me weird. Even the
Yeah,
old
you in
people.
the hood. You in the
Yep.
trenches.
Yeah, I'm in the trenches. Them my people, though.
Stony Island Dental, yeah, you in the trenches for real.
Yeah, them my people.
I know my city. I know exactly where I'm Stony Island Dental. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know exactly where that's at.
Yeah, right on the corner, 93rd and Stony.
93rd and
Across
Stony.
the street
You
from
right
the
on the
Children's
corner.
Yeah, across the
Literally.
street from the Children's Museum. Yeah.
I know exactly where you at.
Yeah.
I'm coming out there.
Yeah.
Then.
You got
Yeah.
I gotta get my grill did. You got me.
Right. Come on out there. Come on. Yes, sir.
Hey, you hear me? As soon as she said it, y'all, I'm on 93rd and Stony. I'm like, 93rd and Stony? It's Stony. Oh, yeah, I know where you at. You on the block. You on the block. Fold them out there. They out there. They out there on the Monday. Hell yeah, that motherfucker be lit. Somebody said Stony be lit. You goddamn right it be lit. She know it be lit too. She's like, yeah, I
they were
work
going
out
crazy
there.
over that free gas the other day. They was giving out free gas the other day. They was out there going crazy.
I
about
know, you in the hood, niggas giving out free gas.
They was giving out free gas, yeah.
That's us all day. We got free gas. Make that one phone call. Hey, y'all, everybody come up to the gas station because we got the pump 3. Just pull up the pump 3. You know, don't say nothing. Just pull up the pump 3.
It was some guy. He donated $250,000 to about 5 gas stations around that end. Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to the city though. Yeah, but yeah, so definitely like I would still help though. I would still do, but I would do both. I'm saying I would do both.
That's my battle. That's definitely my battle right now.
Yeah, I would do both. You know what I'm saying? I would do both. You know what I'm saying?
But they definitely ask me about my crystals, all my patients. So I like my patients all the time because, you know, and then they intrigued. They see me every day. I look fly every day, and I always rock my crystals every day. So, yeah.
Yeah, you
definitely waking up the hood.
You surcharge in the trenches when you're doing that.
Yes.
You waking up the real trenches when you doing that though. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, you waking up the real trenches. And we need more of that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we don't have enough of, y'all.
Yes.
You feel me?